Hello guys, this is Chaotic Videos, and today we're going to be reviewing the hero McCree. Keep in mind, this is going to be my own gaming style, my own preference of McCree, so it might not be the same as yours. First off, let's get his description. McCree's real name is Jesse McCree, and he is a cowboy. Pretty much that's as plain as I can put it. He has his trusty revolver with him, which is called the Peacekeeper. It looks like a futuristic revolver, not too sci-fi, not too plain. Looks pretty nice. I like the detail and everything. And he is more of the DPS character than the other heroes. He can dish out a lot of damage, guys. He's not the strongest character or the squishiest either. He comes at an average 200 HP without any buffs, which is a good amount, guys. You won't die that much. You won't survive everything, of course. His weapon, the Peacekeeper, fires off 6 rounds maximum, and he fires 1 shot every half second. So in 3 seconds, he can fire off all his shots. The shots do average 35 to 70 damage per hit, depending on how far you're actually away from the enemy or how close you are. And the reload speed on it is 1.5 seconds. So it is a little longer than other people's reload speeds, but keep in mind, you get that high damage output, guys. His right click ability is Fan of Hammers, as you just saw me doing right there. It instantly shoots all the remaining bullets from his magazine right at once, doing the same amount of damage, 35 to 70 per hit, and a maximum of 420 damage. Also, each bullet fires 1 per second, and the reloads is also 1.5 seconds. So pretty much the same, you just dish out a whole bunch of damage, and you're a tad bit less accurate. As you see, the spread on the weapon just goes crazy. Next, we're going to go with his ability, Combat Throw. This, you could actually say, is an evasive ability, but it's not really that useful, guys. You roll a short distance real quick. You don't have any immunity or anything like that, but you get the roll. What I really like about the combat roll is it reloads your weapon, guys, instantly. As soon as you use it, boom, your weapon is reloaded. And also the combat roll, it's not the direction your character is facing, it's actually the direction that your movement is facing. So I can roll left to right even by looking straight, so you can always have your crosshair on the enemy. Keep that in mind. And it has an 8-second cooldown, so you're not going to be spamming it like crazy, but it's not too long of a cooldown. Next, we're going to go with his ability, Flashbang, which is his E ability. This stuns the enemies for 0.7 seconds. 0.7, guys, that is not long, but when you stun them, they cannot do anything. Not move, not use abilities, nothing. As you saw there, I got taken out by a Widowmaker as soon as I used my ulti, which I'll get into later. The Flashbang actually does do 25 damage, guys. It's not just a stun ability, it can also be used for DPS in case you want to finish an enemy off real quick and you're reloading. And the Flashbang has a 10-second cooldown, which is kind of long, but it's overpowered, guys. That's as plain and simple as I can tell you. God knows how many times I've gotten kills with Flashbang and then Fan of Hammers. Also, his final ability, which is his ultimate, is called Deadeye. This ability is crazy overpowered, guys, and I think they might actually nerf it. Deadeye, it's kind of complex. For every 1 second, well, first let me actually explain. When you use Deadeye, you're going to instantly start locking on to the enemies, and you're going to see a little circle around their heads, and it's going to get closer and closer till you see a giant skull on there. For every 1 second you have it on, and for every 100 HP the enemy has, that's how long it's going to take to lock on. So if a Roadhog has 400 HP, it's going to take you 4 seconds to fully lock onto him. And that's for each enemy, guys, so it's not just one enemy. You have to calculate all the enemies. So you better hope you're not trying to Deadeye 4 or 5 tanks, because it's going to take you a while. And the cool thing about it is, once you actually get the crosshair fully finished and it's locked onto them, it's an insta-kill, guys. Insta-kill. Of course, if you're not able to finish it and you let off a shot early, it won't kill him, but it'll still do the amount of damage you actually waited. The maximum duration for his ultimate is 10 seconds. So keep in mind when you're actually trying to lock on to enemies, if they have a certain amount of HP, you might not actually be able to lock onto them in time. So don't waste your time just trying to lock onto all the enemies if you cannot. Once you activate his ultimate, you automatically waste 50% of your skill bar, and then upon shooting, you waste the other 50%. So let's go over McCree. McCree has recently been debuffed, so his damage is less because he was out sniping a sniper, guys, and he is not the sniping class. He used to be. Problem with McCree is you need to be accurate. That is the main key, accuracy. I'm not the best at that, but you might need to lower your sensitivity a bit to use him. Also, he has low mobility. He has no mobility, guys. He is very slow. His roll ability does not move him much, and yeah, it's just pretty much slow. Also, with his ultimate, it is very slow, guys. It'll take you forever to actually lock on. Cool thing is, though, there's a possible team kill with McCree. I've seen many games with just instant team kills with just one McCree, and he gets the final kill cam. Bad thing is, though, he's very vulnerable when he uses his ulti. He literally cannot move at all, and he has no escapes for that, so you're pretty much screwed if you use that. His pros are Tracer, Genji, and pretty much any tanks or defensive heroes because you can take him out pretty quick. But his cons are snipers, any ranged enemies. Also, he has low mobility, like I said, and slow reload. He's also good against a Junkrat if you know how to play him. Well, guys, this was a quick guide on McCree. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want a more in-depth guide, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll get right to it. Thank you, guys. See you next time.